welcome back to my channel. This week I'm doing my base routine. Long updated, lots of new products, new techniques, new angle. Let me know how you feel. So I'm gonna go ahead, do my eyes. I'm just gonna do a most basic, simple look you can think of. And then I'll come back when we're going to do our base. I have done my brows because one thing I would say do before your base and your skincare base, first thing you do, brows, do them. Because then you can put skincare around your brows and they won't slide off your face. Okay, so I've got my eyes on, just a really simple wing with some mascara. We can now start with the base. The first thing I use is the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Facial Pads. These are my favorite things for prepping my skin because it just takes off any excess oils, excess product, makeup, all stuff like that. So once I've done that, a good old moisturizer, Wellada Skin Food. I'm gonna apply probably this much, which is quite a lot. I've got a lot of hormonal breakouts right now because of my period, which isn't unusual, so I can tell it's hormonal because these popped up maybe like a few days ago, maybe 4 days ago, and I got my period today. Now that's done though, we can move on to priming, which is where I get quite excited. And I use two primers. I use the e.l.f. poreless putty primer and I also use the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. These two together, an unbeatable duo, if I do say so myself. I really need to get myself a new one of these. I love that this just fills in my pores and really like smooths out my T-zone, especially because my pores are a lot larger now I'm a bit older. Because when I first started makeup, obviously I was very young, so I didn't really have like fine lines and all those things to think about. Now I do. And then the Power Grip, it's just the ultimate. It reminds me of the Milk makeup primer. It's just a nice sticky, tacky gel consistency. It's like glue for your makeup. You can see it starting to tack. So I've been really enjoying the technique that Hailey Bieber's makeup artist used for her makeup recently. So I do my bronzer and blusher and cream products first and then I apply my foundation. It makes it such a natural vibe. I didn't even tell you what cream bronzer I used. I used the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. This is fucked up, but it's my fave. So I haven't really had like a particular blusher that I've been wanting to use more often than not. I've kind of been actually trying out a lot of blushes recently, but my fave, always add this on top, which is the Charlotte Tilbury one. So I'm gonna do this one regardless. I'm gonna pick between my Made by Mitchell blushes. I'm kind of tempted by this Melon Sorbet shade, but then I always love a really pink. Maybe I'll try this one. I haven't actually tried this one. I don't know what the shade is because I've lost the sticker already. That's not very good, is it? I'm just gonna apply that to the back of my hand. It's like a neon orange. I've been loving Made by Mitchell blushes at the moment. I ordered a set off TikTok shop and I'm just obsessed. Like, it's so nice to have a range of blush colors that are actually different colors, because whenever I'm buying them for myself, I end up buying a pink of any sort. But this came with like nudes, oranges, pinks, like it came with a lot. So it's a great one. And I'm just gonna put the Charlotte Tilbury one just at the edges of my cheeks to give it a bit of a shimmer. Now we're going to move on to concealer. So I actually tried this concealer the other week in a video and I became obsessed with it, and I'm still obsessed with it. The coverage is insane. The color is so nice. It's just overall a really great concealer. So the Naked Quickie, it even has a brush which I've ever actually used. So should I use it today? Okay, that's too small, can't be else, but you get my gist. And you're doing your concealer before your foundation, so you don't have to worry about missing patches or anything like that, because once you add your foundation over the top, it's gonna all come together. Right, I'm gonna leave my concealer just to like sit there for a second and then blend it out. I find that it gives a bit more coverage and I just prefer the way it looks when I blend it. Sit down a little. And I'm just gonna go in with one extra dot of my, you see the difference? Put these two together, stop. Okay, so now we've got our base in and on, we can go ahead and blend over with some foundation. I'm gonna use a little bit of the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation in 1Y18. Big fluffy brush, get it nice and coated and just go crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder in Banana Bread. And I'm just gonna start setting my under eyes with this. Look at the difference that makes. I do a light set over my cheeks, but I do a full set on my forehead, just because I find my forehead can go really patchy sometimes, but I think that's just because it's quite oily. Take some extra powder to bake. I haven't changed this. It's still the same and probably will be the same for the rest of the time I live. Nothing compares to Scott. Especially, like, I will sometimes add like a shimmery bronzer on top, but Scott Barnes will always be underneath. Blusher. The Made by Mitchell blusher palette. Get it on TikTok Shop for £25. Has been my obsession recently. Which one are we thinking? These two. Maybe move the mixture of the purple too. It's so pigmented, so I need to be careful. Stunning! A vital step in my routine has been carving my face with a foundation powder. So I'm gonna brush off this bake and start carving out my face, especially my nose. That's like the main place that I find I notice a huge difference when I do this. She's looking smooth, she's looking flawless. Setting spray. Drench your face in this. I'm sorry if the lighting was shit throughout this whole video. I thought it was good there. I just had a look. It doesn't look bad, but it's not bright. So here is a like clearer view of the makeup I've got going on right now. You can see a bit more. Clearly it's very blushy, but still very flawless. But we're not done. So let's continue. I've switched up the camera just so you guys can see it a bit more. If you did like that setup, I can organize something to make it a bit brighter if you want to be on that side. So you sit wherever you want, really, let me know. The other day in the post, I got some iconic London Kissed by the Sun cheek glow powders, and I've been loving using these two on top of the base I've already got just to add a bit of pizzazz. So this one is in the shade Hot Stuff, and look at this. Can you see the difference just adding that shimmer onto that blusher? It's the same shade, so it doesn't really affect the color tone too much, but it just adds a gold hue, which is beautiful, especially for this time of year. And then for this one, it's the same, but I just kind of dab over my bronzer so it's really glowy, because I've been enjoying the glow, but I am a matte babe, so I have to do up like a 2-in-1 style. But can you see the glow even with powder? I'm loving the base, and I feel like you will too, because I know a lot of you guys love your glow bases, and I've been really here for it recently. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my BH Cosmetics powdered sugar highlighter. When do I not? But I've actually started using a fluffier brush to apply it, just to get it's more of an airbrushed effect highlighter when I apply it like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my last powder before I head on to finish my makeup and come back and do any adjustments that I need to do. And for that I take the Charlotte Tilbury, because you'll see that's why. The flawlessness of just once you've done all your powders and foundation powders and things, just going over with a setting powder. I'm gonna go ahead, finish my eyes. So I finished off my eyes and lips, and now I'm gonna go on to add a little bit of contour, because I feel like I need just a little bit more. And that is my new base routine done. Let me give you a little close-up. I hope you guys enjoyed, saw some new products that you would like. If you want to see an updated eyebrow or lash routine, let me know. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you all. All products will be down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I don't have a schedule, so if you're subscribed and turn on notifications, you'll just get notified whenever I upload, so it's a lot easier that way. But anyways, I love you all so much. Deuces.